What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Successful. It's Monday night, and I'm riding a bike. That's what I'm doing right now. So, you already know what I do. I'm gonna ride this bike first, get things going, then I'm gonna get off, do my dynamic warm up. I'm gonna do a little small stuff today, well, tonight, I should say, and we're gonna go from there. Why did it pop up on my it popped up on my own joint and said that they need some nicer cushions on these things.
Huh?
So they need some nicer cushions on here.
Yeah. Listen.
I'll be alright.
As long as you have good posture, though, it's not too bad.
Yeah, my posture is A1. You know that. But that don't have nothing to do with your ass.
It's not something you can be on for too long.
Huh?
It's not something you can be on for too long.
Well, yeah. What's going on? Welcome to the channel. But I'll be alright. I'm on the bike right now. Warming these legs up. What's wrong?
She's looking for the video.
My phone sitting down like this, it make me look like I don't have no body. What's up, man? Yeah, I'm in the gym, man. Doing some small stuff again. You know, something slight today because I have PT tomorrow, so I don't know what she's gonna have me do tomorrow. So I'm not gonna do too much stuff on my legs, except ride the bike, do my, dynamic warm up. For real, man, I appreciate gonna do my dynamic warm up. Then I'll probably just do some core work, and then I'm gonna have my girl help me with the rugby ball. I'm just gonna work on some passes. You know, my girl's shy, so she's not gonna wanna be in the camera, but I'm gonna work on some passes with the rugby ball. So I have a ball to practice with, and I'm gonna do that. But right now I'm on this bike for a little bit. I got about 7 more minutes. Yeah, probably like 7 more minutes. So for the time being, we'll just chat. How's your day going now? Well, your night, because it's nighttime here right now. How's everything going with you? You got both phones over there.
Because only one can take that.
Oh yeah, the plug-in. That's good. Damn, man. Wait. So what happened? Like, would you drop it on your ribs or something? Got your ribs. Ribs are healed. That's That's what I get for Sean. Yeah, I was doing a 1 a.m. live shooting. 5 sets, 5 reps. Tricep presses. Oh, you was doing heavy bench. Yeah, you was going for some strength and power. So you was going heavy. Damn, man. Yeah, your tries wore out. They gave out on you. That's I can understand that. Triceps gave out on you. Damn. Wasn't nobody there spotting you? Wasn't nobody spotting you? Like, what the hell? What happened? My girl is over here tripping, laughing at videos on Instagram. Oh, home gym was 1 a.m. I mean, that's why, some gyms are open at 1 a.m. That's why I asked you ain't have a spot or whatever. But that makes sense. Damn, bro. Triceps gave out on me. Gotta be careful, man. You know how that shit go. Damn. Well, at least you're healed now. You can get back into some stuff. That's the good thing about it. You healed. You can jump back into it. Man, my legs are on fire right now. I know this is doing that limbo. Staying focused. Oh, you cursed yourself. Jeez, man. Sheesh, man. You gotta be careful with that. You don't want to speak things into existence unless it's positivity. That's the only thing I speak into existence. Positivity, nothing negative. Never think negative thoughts. Even though you were playing, yeah, don't stay confident with you. She is really over here cracking up. Once I get back and everything, first thing to get up on there, my legs just blow up. Sometimes I feel like I got girl thighs or something. So I think I might just stick to. No, man, it ain't that. You just gotta know. What's up, Matt? Just gotta know your what you can handle by yourself, your limits, and stuff that you could use. You probably could do. Just needed a little spot. TMT, baby. That's all that is. There wasn't nothing wrong with you doing the lifting you was doing. It's just when you're doing heavy lifting like that, your muscles are gonna fatigue faster because you're lifting, heavier weight. Funny part. That was good. Bench press. I feel you. I feel you. But it's all good, man. Yeah, that's what I'm about to get back. But I'm gonna have big quad muscles, hamstrings. You know what I'm saying? My upper body, I'm not too worried about. My upper body swells up really easy when I start working out, especially if I lift heavy and stuff. So I just want my legs back. My legs is my money makers. Man, that's what I'm trying to do, inspire. That's the goal. All right, got about 8 seconds left on here. Then I'm gonna get off, do my dynamic warm up, which you guys already know I'm very repetitive with stuff, which is important. A lot of people don't like repetitive exercises because it gets boring, but you have to continuously do things to get better at them, and so your body remembers the movements. So I do a lot of repetitive stuff. Yeah, you'll be fine. But yeah, we about to go over here now. Having warm up, she came straight in here and just started doing triceps. She real lady right there doing triceps and shit. It's over there. All right, so you already know what's up. I'm about to do. Went from 6 foot 160 to 2. Damn. All right. So I'm about to get this warm up in, dynamic warm up. Okay, yeah, so the first one I just did is called low skips. So you go down to the end of the wall, forward, and then come back backwards. Just something to warm up your ankles and legs. So the next one I'm about to do is called open the gate. I'm going to go down, open the gate, and come back, close the gates. For your hips, open your hips and close them. That one's called open the gate, close the gate. The next one I'm about to do is called straight leg bounds. So just to get a little bit more of a stretch in my hamstrings and just open my legs up some more. Something slight. Yeah, those are they're really good for your hips. Open the gate, close the gate. It's a good warm up. I'm just doing like a dynamic warm up. This is normally like a warm up I would do like before I start like doing like a lot of my sprint work and running, stuff like that. But the last one I just did is called straight leg bounds. So the next one I'm about to do now is pogos. Good for your ankles. All right, so I'm gonna go down and back. So you wanna, what to be Broadway dancer here. So next one is called pogos. You're just gonna bounce slightly on your balls of your feet down and back. Okay. So those are called pogos. Good warm up for your calves and your ankles. Next one I'm about to do now is straight leg kicks, Frankenstein, whatever people like to call them. Good for your hamstrings. On the way back, I'm gonna do sit and reach. So it's for your hamstrings as well. I want to jump rope, but Got a, but ain't got no rope. I do have a jump rope, but I'm not jump roping. Okay, so that was straight leg kicks and sit and reach. Last one I'm gonna do is quad walks. Billy Blanks. Tabo. So I'm gonna do quad walks for my quad, and then cradles coming back. Still got to work on those because I'm still trying to work on a little bit more stability in this leg and everything, but one day at a time. All right, so oh, center block here. These are tights, man. This ain't no ash. 55 gallon. All right, so now my warm up is pretty much done. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do some core work because y'all know I love my abs and that make everything work. So I'm gonna do some core stuff, and then I'm gonna do some stuff with the ball, with my rugby ball. Peter Pan type ring. Shoot, if only I could fly for real. Shoot. I couldn't do these. He's gonna do naked goat yoga. I couldn't do. Do what? Which ones you couldn't do? What you talking about? All right, so y'all know, this weight is gonna go up eventually. This is a 10-pound ball right now, but I'm gonna do. Y'all know my favorite exercise. Oh, so as far as my core, I'm about to do some toe touches. I love toe touches. Different ways of doing it, but I'm going to do some toe touches first. Bet. I got you after this, Matt. So I'm gonna do some toe touches. I'm gonna do 25. Okay? First set of 25. Do 2 sets each. Oh, I got you. 2 sets, all right, bet. All right, that's the first set. Out the way. Let's amp this up starting tonight. Let's go. All right, so that's the first set. I mean, I probably should have pushed myself a little more. Maybe did like 50's a stretch, but I feel like I could have definitely did 50 because I wasn't very tired at 25. So yeah, maybe 50. Maybe this next set, if I feel it enough, maybe I'll do like 10 extra. We'll see. Or maybe I might try to push to 50. I don't know. But I don't want to do too much. Maybe. We'll see. All right, let's go. That's 50. Use your shield and do 100. That 50 was tough right now. I think I probably would have tapped out at like 70. Maybe. I started feeling it. All right, so simple exercises. So like more so like side bends. Well, not side bends, but like with my obliques. So like side planks with hip raises. I'll do those next. probably do 25 each side, so 50 total. I don't really like side oblique, the side planks. Probably haven't like been on my arms like that in a while, so arms are kind of tired. All right, so got the rugby ball. So now I'm gonna work on like just some like simple passes, I should say. Yeah, so just trying to work on like my technique as far as passing the ball. Nothing real like serious, but just technique stuff. You ready? All right, so I'm gonna work on passes first. You know, my girl is shy, so
I'm not shy.
she's shy. It's okay though, but she's gonna be the one catching the ball. So I'm gonna go back enough so you guys can see me throw it, cause you know, yeah. Are you gonna?
Am I doing good?
You all scared of the ball?
I don't know.
It's a grub kick.
Drop two. Fix it. You can. Now suppose I couldn't catch this.
But I know you can. Stand on this side.
Okay.
You stand with it. Move it just a tad bit, because you have the angle. Yeah. Look at me. Right there.
Are you giving me the full? You know,
No, my arms are just tired. As if I get further away, it's different, more force comes. I don't have to do it as hard. It's only like 10 yards.
Right.
If I go further, then it's going to come faster because I put more into it. But I'm not working on that right now, just technique. So I don't need to be that far. So now just one hand. So now just focus on push action and the rotation of the ball. So I start here, like this, and I squat down, like this, and push the ball to you. Ready? It's hard. No, you good. You're good. Oh, my left. I ain't using my left. It's so good. It's okay. That was decent. That's decent. Trying to push. The hard part is to push. You good?
Start putting water down here.
It's getting better now. I'm getting a little bit of consistency. I'm trying to aim for it
Okay.
right here.
Okay.
No, you're good. I'm just trying to aim for that. It's tough. I'm all over it. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it like this. That's why it's here.
Okay.
And a push. This is your guide hand.
Okay.
This is your push hand.
Okay.
So you spin with this one and guide with this one. This is the guided. That's why when you see me do it, I throw it, my hand goes straight.
Okay.
If I do like this and I release it down here, that's where the ball is going to go.
Okay. Got it?
Yeah.
Got it?
Right hand push hand, left hand guide.
Okay.
Yeah.
So don't spin it.
You don't have to spin it.
Okay.
No. Just practice throwing.
It's gonna be slow.
Just go.
Okay, okay.
That was good though.
Okay.
Even though it didn't have a spin, it still was good.
Okay.
That comes. Hold on. Let me see what he said. Out of all sport, would have attracted you to rugby. Rugby, I got into it because of my coach. Coach Phil got me into it. He's the one that trains me. He's like a mentor to me, big brother. And he ran track as well professionally. Him, and then he told me about Carlin House, obviously that plays for the national team. So kind of like, you know, both of them, they got me into it. Well, more Coach Phil, but he told me about Carlin, and I had the honor of meeting him. So I mean, it inspired me. So I've worked hard to get to it. You want more noise? Might change up the category to sports, or I don't know how to change the category. That's the problem. What's up, Snoop? Wait. I'm almost done. Wait.
It's right here. It's right here.
All right, go ahead.
I'm just gonna have it.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know how to change it from the game into like sports and stuff. Because like if I did, I would do like kind of like both. I don't know how to do it though. Like I tried to figure out how to change it, but I don't know how to change it. So I just left it as like gaming. But I mean, if you know how to do it, then and you can tell me, then yeah, I'll definitely do it and change it. Yeah, man, I am. I was just doing some ball drills just now. You'll see some as soon as my girl come back so I can throw the ball a little bit more. I'm just trying to get the feel again for like throwing the ball, because this is like a training ball. So it's just a tad bit smaller, but it's not real small. The other ball, the actual ball is like just a little bit bigger, a little fatter. But I'm just using this like to train with. Other than that, yeah, man, I'm getting back into it. Slowly but surely, but getting back into it. I still don't know how to change it though. We'll see. You left the key?
I was doing so good.
What you looking at? The world?
This is really a workout though.
I told you.
It is. I'm feeling it like here out.
Come on.
Are you getting any further?
I'm gonna go back here and do a rub kick. So the rub kick, it's just gonna hit the ground, it's gonna bounce to you. And it's gonna bounce right up to you.
Okay.
It should. It should.
Should I kick it back?
No. You don't know how to do it. I also want my left too.
Is it?
You would. Come on. What you doing? Return to sender, huh?
Sorry.
Yeah, aim up.
I'm trying to do this thing.
Be nice to record it.
Yeah. You better believe than me.
That was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, even though you didn't spin it, that was good. Okay, I just saw what you were saying. Let me see. Sign into YouTube in the top right, select your account, go and create a studio in the menu. Upload default, choose default settings, click and see. Probably do got to do it on the computer. That's probably why. Because I be trying to do it on my phone, it don't work.
For what?
To change it from gaming to sports, I didn't know how to change the category. And I probably can't do it from my phone.
Are you gonna do any other exercises?
No, I'm done.
Or we're going out?
Tell you later. He said you the real MVP. Way to stand by her man. Props to her, putting in the work too. Yeah, she was she's sitting over here feeling it. Talking about, oh, it's a workout. Oh, you want to get in the camera now?
No. They can see my bun.
This is what I deal with, man. Anyway, look. You see my little, look at that. Man, I'm about to make y'all sick over here. Put a ship on top of my head. Look at that. It's like,
Next up, hair tutorial.
who said hair tutorial? I'm not doing no hair tutorial. But anyway, shoot. He said looks green. He said looks green. Oh man.
I'm gonna get my phones.
Okay. But yeah, so what I did basically, I mean, just to explain what I was doing, I was just doing like some simple like ball technique skills that I learned. Because like I said, I haven't been playing rugby that long, and I got and I got into it. Um, but you know, the first drill I was doing was just something simple, just working on like making sure that my arm that I use to push with is bent, and my guide hand, you know, is on the right placement of the ball. And then just making sure like that I push through, because sometimes I have a tendency to grab and swing my hand versus pushing. So I'll sit this down and talk. But I have a tendency to like to have my arm like this and I'll swing it versus pushing when it makes it easier, because I use my triceps to push the ball to get more like distance and power out of it. So just small technique stuff that I was working on for the most part. The other exercise I was doing where you saw me turn to the side and I was throwing from the side, it's the same aspect, except you're throwing the ball from the hip and going across your body. And the tough part is trying not to turn your shoulders and just pushing with the ball. So that's the tough part as well, because you're trying to like get more out of the push of just using your arms, like with the technique, and just because obviously it's easier to get more distance with the ball and the throw when you're running, because you're using your core. So if I use my core, yeah, it's crazy. You get more momentum with it because you're using it, but it's tough when just working on the techniques. Not that you're going to be standing still ever in a rugby game, but it's good to do to build like the technique and the strength in your arms to be able to do longer passes if need be. You know, so that's something I struggled with early on starting out with rugby. So everything else came to me fine. It was the passing that I was having trouble with. Like I picked up on it naturally, but I just didn't, the techniques, I didn't have the techniques, I should say. So I just practiced that like day in and day out. I was throwing the ball like 100 times plus, you know, a day, just throwing the ball at the wall. And if I was getting it right, it would bounce right back to me. If I did it wrong, it would bounce somewhere else over there. So I always knew if I was doing it right, because when I threw it right directly at the wall, and it hit the wall like how it's supposed to, maybe like the front right here, and I threw it and it hits the wall perfectly, it'll bounce back to me. But if I threw it wrong or at a certain angle and it's wrong, my hand placement wasn't right. That's why, like, if you saw me when I was throwing the ball, I always did this at the end and clap my hands together, because my focus was to make sure that my hands were straight. Because if I let go and release the ball here, that's where it's gonna go. If I release the ball straight ahead in front of me, that's where the pass is gonna go. So I always try to like work on small techniques like that. So I always clap my hands together and work on aiming the ball where I want the ball to go. So this is your guide hand, like I was telling my girl. And then this is your push hand. Well, if you're throwing with your right. And if you're throwing with your left, your right hand becomes your guide hand, and then your left hand becomes your push hand. So just doing this movement is tiring itself. It don't seem like it, but after enough times, you know, it's pretty tiring. But like I said, the technique, I'm a real big guy with technique on, you know, technique is important, especially in the weight room, all that. You know, you can be as strong as you want. Bad technique, you hurt yourself. You know, if you have good technique, you tend to be a little bit stronger and get more out of your workout. But like I was saying, so the other exercise I did besides the throwing to the side, like I said, you try not to turn your shoulders and just focus on the push. Martial arts. Yeah, so you're trying to focus more on the push when you're standing sideways. One of the harder ones that I had to learn starting out as well was one hand, just focusing on like just keeping it right here on your hip and just the spin, and trying to like focus on just the push. Just doing this movement the whole time, push, push. You know, and then the left arm, push, push. Of course, it's always gonna feel weird with your left arm because this is not my dominant hand, but I've gotten a lot better with it. But like I said, I have really good muscle memory, and I tend to like
do a lot of repetitive stuff. So like I told you before, you will see me do like a lot of some of the same things, and it's only because like the only way to get better at it is to do that stuff repetitively. Like literally, it's boring, but old school stuff is the best way I feel to train. So, a lot of athletes nowadays don't like doing a lot of repetitive stuff. They just want to do the how should I show it, the fancy stuff that looks good, make you look good and all that, but they don't want to do like the boring stuff that doesn't look as exciting. It doesn't look as exciting, but it's better for your development. So it's very essential for the development, So that's what I try to, focus around. Yeah, I do deadlifts. Yeah, I normally use the what's it called, the trap bar deadlift. I normally do that one. It's focused more, I guess, around my sport. They do the trap bar deadlift versus just the actual bar, the barbell. But I mean, I do both. But I normally do the trap bar one more when you step in the middle of it and you lift it from both sides, both hands. We normally do that one more because I guess it's more sports specific for what we do as far as being in a square base. Because you're never gonna be, I don't know, doing a movement where you're like this, or it's more so like this. I don't know. I didn't really figure that out, but I do deadlifts. That's one of my favorite exercises to do. Actually, I like deadlifts. I do like doing front squats. They suck, because as far as the action right here, as far as the pressure. But I like doing squats, front squats, deadlifts. Man, anything that'll get these things swollen and back the way they need to be is what I'm going to love doing, basically. So, but yeah, but like I was saying, that other exercise I did with the ball, it's just me pushing it and working on, just that arm, that push action by itself. And then when you see me turn to the side again, and I was just kind of like grabbing it and stepping into it to throw, it's just to work on momentum, getting into my pass, so that way I can focus on the grab and then the step and the push, because that's important as well, because that's good for your momentum. It's the same with when you're running. So if I'm running full speed, a lot of people sometimes they have a hard time stepping and throwing while they're running, or throwing at and running at full speed. And I struggle with that a little bit as well. So I kind of not pass the ball that much. They told me to just, when I got the ball, just take off, just go. So that's what I did, score tries, use my speed. But yeah, I'm not gonna say it looked easy. I knew it wasn't easy because it was a different way of throwing. When I made a transition from football. So when you come from throwing like this, as far as like the movement of your arm being used to doing this, the whole time if you're throwing a ball, not that I was a quarterback or anything, but when you're used to doing this, that's what your body's used to. And then you go and transition to the ball being down here now, and now it's opposite and you're pushing versus throwing the overhand. It's totally different. So the thing for me that was natural was, it wasn't the pushing that was really difficult, it was just the technique itself and that I struggled with, and then struggling being able to pass accurately while running. So I'm probably gonna do some field work with that to get into a little bit of moving and throwing it on the go. Maybe not full speed, not yet, but I will do it where I'm moving forward and somebody's moving with me and I'm gonna throw it. Stuff like that maybe. But other than that, those are just other drills and techniques that I try to work on. Just working on my momentum, but it's definitely easy to do it if I'm using my core. As long as my core is strong and I can use it, core is everything. That's why I always work my core. And you see me doing ab workouts and stuff, because I want my core to be very functional, so that way I can perform how I need to perform. But that is all the tips that I've done for today as far as with the rugby ball. I will definitely be back in here later tomorrow. Probably around the same. Do some more small stuff. Actually, no, I'm lying. I'm gonna stream early tomorrow because I'm gonna be at let y'all see what they're gonna have me do tomorrow, because I don't know what she's gonna have me do. But I mean, you'll see some amazing things. Just follow the path with me. Stay on it with me. You'll see a lot of great things. You'll see a lot of stuff. I'll show you a lot. You'll see how hard I grind, how hard I work, and you'll see me grow. Obviously, body, mind, all that stuff. As I continue to develop throughout this recovery, you'll see a change in my body, things like that. And I'll go through it with you guys. Ask whatever questions you want, man, that you want to know about me, whatever. I'm pretty cool with stuff like that. As just like you're, supporting, you want to know things about who you're supporting, whatever. You want to learn things, cool. That's what you do. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Supplements, I take a vitamin every day. So I do have a vitamin that I take every day when I wake up. So I have that. For right now, I'm not doing any supplement right now, because normally, especially if I'm gonna gain weight and really bulk up and stuff like that, I'm gonna I'm gonna use which it's called Serious Mask. I use that, and I kind of just load it with calories. So it's a calorie shaker, a weight gainer. So I kind of use that, and I'll drink 2 of those a day. Yeah, they're packed with maybe close to no, I'm lying, maybe a little over 3,000 calories. So I'm getting about 6,000 calories from that, and then the 3 meals I'm eating. So normally every day, I'm probably hitting close to 9,000 calories that I'm eating a day, which is a lot, for me at least, because I'm trying to gain my weight back. I want to get back to 170, maybe 175 this time. Depends on how my body takes it. As long as I can find a balance with my speed and power, I'll be okay. Yeah, well, Serious Mass is what worked for me, but that's what I'm gonna be doing when I gain my weight back. Right, 150 right now, about 150. I was less than that after getting the surgery and all that, and I lost a lot of muscle mass and didn't really have too much of an appetite, so I wasn't eating that much and everything. So I lost a lot of weight. I think I ended up getting down to about 142 or something like that, which I haven't seen that since high school. but yeah, so my weight's starting to pick back up now, so I'm back to 150, and then I'm gonna just progress from there. Once I'm allowed to start sprinting and stuff like that, that's really when I want to start trying to put on the weight. I don't want to do it now because I can't do any sprint work, and I don't want to just lift, because I'm not a athlete like that where I just pack on a bunch of muscle and then try to lift. I kind of do everything at once. So how my big bro has my program set up and stuff, I normally I come in, I warm up, do my dynamic warm up and stuff, and then we do speed first. So we do a lot of technique sprint work, track stuff. Do a lot of sprint work first, then we lift, and then after the lift, we do a finisher. So a finisher is basically you're already dead, your legs are tore up, body's jacked up, you basically supposedly hit a wall. So now he does a finisher exercise where it's conditioning, where you try to push through that wall because you have nothing left. So it's either I may push the sled 25 yards and back, or 20 yards and back 3 times with a 30-second break, stuff like that, or do a 200-yard shuttle, and you got to do 3 of them, and you got to finish them within 40 seconds, which is not as easy as it sounds, because you only get a 30-second break. So stuff like that pushes your body wise. You basically, his way of training is always pushing yourself under fatigue, so that way when you're not fatigued, it's easy, so that's how I get better, basically. So before I start really packing on the weight and everything, I want to make sure I'm allowed to sprint first, so I can do my sprint work and lift, and then I can run like I want to. I don't just want to. I've never been the type to just lift and get big and then try to do conditioning. But anyway, you'll learn more. You'll see a lot more. Like I said, things will start picking up. But I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to get something to eat. Let's see. I'll tell you what I'm having for dinner. So dinner I'm gonna have probably like 2 or 3 pieces of maybe 3 because I like to eat, but probably like 3 pieces of boneless, skinless chicken breast, brown rice, and if I don't eat broccoli, I'll just eat some mixed vegetables. Probably mixed vegetables tonight. Oh, all right. Well, mixed. I ate all the broccoli?
Or broccoli.
No, I do have a little bit of broccoli left. Okay, so probably some broccoli or some mixed vegetables, one of the two. But yeah, man. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna have for dinner, and then I'm just gonna chill and get ready for tomorrow. But again, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the sub button, hit that bell so you know when I'm streaming again. Also, if you support men, thank you for the support, for watching. We're gonna grow. We're gonna all grow together. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Like I said, I'll be streaming around probably like 11 when I go to PT. So 11 a.m. If you want to catch me streaming in there just to see some of the stuff they might have me doing there. I'll be in there tomorrow. And I thank y'all for watching and the support. I'm out. What up, Coach? Hey, look at that. Speaking of the devil, I just spoke him up. Coach Phil right there. Look at him. Anyway, Coach Phil, you late. I'm about to get off now. I was just talking about you a little bit. But yeah, I'm about to get off now. So I just did some work on the stream, like technique drills and stuff like that, passing the ball and everything. He said about what? Nothing bad, man. Just, how you be getting me right. That's all. Nothing like that. Just, they ask questions of how I got in rugby, stuff like that. So just mentioned you. But anyway, mentioned Carlin, stuff like that. Like, and so Shima's sitting right here singing like, I don't know what's wrong with her. She crazy, but not really. She looked at me like, but I'm gonna FaceTime you when I end this live anyway. So I'll catch you in a minute. Thank y'all for watching. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.